Hey everybody, it's JANG here with a look at another Slizers or Throwbot set. This is from 1999, and depending upon your region, it was called either Jet or Judge. It came with 44 pieces, and yes, this here is how it's supposed to be stood. To me, it's looking like some kind of high-tech futuristic chicken robot. El Super Pollo! That's all that I can see here. It's a very, very strange stance. This is supposed to be a flyer. One flyer! Somebody's gonna get that. Anyway, interesting thing. This one had a unique design to it, a little bit of a different build, a strange stance, and it was also pretty significant in the comic storyline for the Throwbots and Slizers, or at least for the Slizers, where they had a little bit more story behind it. Being the judge of the tournaments and such, and also being on the bad guy side, had a lot of influence on that universe. Now, the part of the build that's particularly interesting here to me, or unique, is that gearbox that gives you the ability to move the head in and out just a little bit while kind of flapping the rotor wing things. Okay, I guess you could kind of just take that in and out and just pretend that the propellers are spinning right now, because you can kind of see them moving. It's just supposed to be a little bit of a transforming feature, because these things always would fold up so that you put them into their carrying case, and you see they just have this one single piece that goes all the way through with a ball end out here, and that just has linear gear sections on either, or toothed sections on either side. This guy did have the two arms, so that made him extra powerful, and those could be folded back in flight if you wanted to make him look extra sleek. You could bring the arm or the legs up a bit as well, and the head could be turned up and down because that's resting on that ball joint. Mostly just straight up and down. You could rotate it just a little bit within there, just because there's a little bit of room, but if this was built properly, then it's really going to be kind of limited. So that's just really part of the folding function there. So closer, better look at its face. It's a pretty cool looking face. Almost feels like a shame that they weren't able to get a little bit more of that aesthetic into the entire build of each of these, because they really did have an interesting graphic thing going on there, and I think that could have been expanded upon further. And they're using the same leg pieces that are fairly common. You could put this into kind of a humanoid stance fairly easily if you wanted to. So if you didn't like the whole Super Pollo kind of look for the whole thing, just bend the neck all the way forward, and see, you can stand up just fine. That's a thing. Bring one of the arms down if you want to. It's, I guess, the standing form of a bird-like robot thing here. Obviously, I personally am kind of having fun making fun of this thing, but you know, that's more of a personal opinion. All of these were kind of abstract, so I think it was really up to the individual viewer and owner or prospective owner to decide, you know, whether you liked how the aesthetic worked out for that particular design. And this one did come with 2 discs, as all of them did. So here are those 2, at least these are the ones that I got with it. And there's its case. Actually, I like that color scheme. It's a cool looking case. It's a color scheme that still kind of works today. You know, some of them were a little bit more specific to the 90s thing, but this these work pretty well, and the way this one folds up is quite good. See, it's quite compact, so that'll stay in there very well and still leave you with enough room to store your extra discs back here. And this was also used as a target for target practice if you were, you know, actually playing the game of shooting off the discs. Combined together 4 bad guy Throwbots to get the one super Throwbot here, and each of the instructions for each of these sets included part of the instructions to create the combination model. So you needed to get the parts as well as the instructions to complete the whole thing, because this only goes part way. So there you create just the head and neck section. I think that was available as a poster, although I don't think I've ever seen one. But that's it. El Super Pollo, the Judge Jet Slizer Throwbot thing. I think this one's pretty weird, probably the most weird of the bad guy series here, but that's just me. Let me know what your thoughts are about this one. If you have any thoughts you would like to share, I'm going to get back to work building more stuff and making more videos, so I'll be talking to you again very soon.